The Lion and the Hare. In the dense thicket of the savannah, under the shadow of the towering acacia trees, the lion, king of the beasts, prowled with quiet pride. His muscles rippled with every step, his golden mane swaying gently in the breeze. His sharp eyes scanned the landscape, searching for his next meal. But today was different. Today his hunger gnawed him like never before. A feast awaited him just beyond the horizon, a herd of gazelles grazing lazily by the waterhole. They were unaware, calm, their delicate bodies ripe for the taking. But as the lion crouched low, preparing to pounce on his prey, his gaze shifted. A flicker of movement caught his eye, a small hare darting from one bush to another. The lion's mind raced. The hare was quick, nimble, elusive, an impossible target, but perhaps a challenge worthy of his skill. Without a second thought, he abandoned the gazelles, setting off in pursuit of the hare. Through the tall grass, the lion charged, his powerful paws thundering against the earth. The hare, terrified but swift, zipped through the underbrush, barely staying ahead of the lion's reach. The chase was on. The lion's breath came in ragged gasps, his hunger growing with every missed leap. The hare zigzagged, dashing left and right, leading the lion through winding paths and thick brush. The lion's focus was narrow, his every instinct honed in on the hare, oblivious to the grand feast he had left behind. The savannah's heat was oppressive, the sun beating down as sweat dripped from the lion's brow. He could feel his strength beginning to wane, but his pride kept him running. "The hare is mine," he thought, pushing forward, his muscles aching, but his determination unwavering. Minutes turned to hours as the lion chased the hare across the savannah. He was growing tired, his body aching with exhaustion, but still he pressed on. The hare was fast, darting in and out of the bushes, never slowing down, always just beyond the lion's reach. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the lion stumbled. His body, worn from the relentless chase, collapsed to the ground. The hare, meanwhile, had disappeared into the safety of the thicket, its tiny heart pounding with the thrill of survival. The lion lay there, his body heaving, the bitter taste of failure rising in his throat. As he rested, the lion's gaze wandered back toward the waterhole. The gazelles were still there, grazing peacefully, unaware of the lion's plight. They had never moved, never noticed the king's futile chase. And in that moment, the lion realized the truth. In his pursuit of the hare, he had missed his true opportunity. The lion lay there, staring at the herd, a deep sense of regret washing over him. He had been so focused on the impossible, so driven by pride, that he had missed the simple, obvious prize. The gazelles, still there, would have been his had he not been distracted by the chase. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the savannah, the lion rose to his feet. He had learned a lesson that would stay with him forever. Sometimes, in the pursuit of something unattainable, we lose sight of the opportunities that are right in front of us. If you've enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to keep the stories coming.